This is our business idea presentation for Entrepreneurship 5000. Hello, my name's Ethan McCory, and for my business idea presentation, we really wanted to think about what's going to be innovative, what is going to change the system or the business dynamics of certain things that are happening in the market at the moment. My runner-up idea was pretty simple. I wanted to find a way to recycle glass back down to sand. We know that the oceans are depleting on their sand quantities. This would be a great nonprofit to maybe donate that sand to the beaches, as well as gain a profit by donating sand to construction sites. We know sand's included in asphalt, as well as other systems that are required to build the buildings that we see today. The business idea that I really settled on after discussing with the group because of its innovation tactics was actually a playoff of fantasy football. We know in the National Football League, fantasy football is one of the largest growing online platforms for players to really communicate with each other, and we wanted to implement that for the college fantasy football side of things. Now that becomes difficult with how many schools actually compete, so this would be conference specific. So let's say the Pac-12, you could play a complete league with just teams from the Pac-12, as well as the SEC and the Big 12. It'd be a great way for us college students to really cheer on our alma mater and really grow the community as we're doing it.
My name is Samuel Friel. When I was looking at how to get ideas, I looked back at Paul Graham's article about organic idea generation of sorts, where I looked at my own experiences. So I'm on the Utah Student Robotics team, and we just won NASA's National Robotics Competition. And through that experience, I kind of learned a lot about organizing engineering teams within leadership in the robotics team. So I really found a lot of difficulties and delays because we didn't have like a unified platform to stay organized. It was a mix of Microsoft Teams, Slack, Google Drive, and all these other things. So my idea is just to create a unified platform where it allows for higher complexity file sharing and giving tasks to different engineers.
My name is Jake Foster, and I'm going to be going over another one of our business options we wanted to go with, as well as another one of our failed business options. So the one that we did have that was a successful option would be a paint protection film company, and paint protection film is like the clear film that you put over cars to protect it against rock chips and scratches and other debris, just to preserve a car's paint. So this is pretty abundant on people who have higher end vehicles and that want to take care of them. With my current automotive business, I have clients who want this service done, and they're always asking about it. So I know that there's a market for it, especially in a place like Utah where the elements, you got to protect from them, like snow, rain, and the freeways with rocks, salt, et cetera, et cetera. And a roll of paint protection film usually costs around $1,000. But when you do one front end job, which you can do a whole car or just a front end to protect it against rock chips, that'll typically pay itself off after one job. With my failed business idea, this was farming kits for urban farming. Now, I think this is a really great idea. However, it's not really something I'm as passionate about.
Hello, my name is Taylor Mortensen. One of the business ideas that our group came up with was a window washing agency. This agency will be based around door-to-door selling to quickly find clients that want our services. With more and more houses being built around the country and around the state of Utah, we believe that the industry is only going to keep growing rapidly. Along with every customer needing their window washed every month or so, once you bring in the client that you were trying to sell, you most likely have them locked in for the future. This process to find the idea was through close friends of ours that have started their own window washing businesses around the country and have been very successful. The reason we believe this is a good business idea is because of the lean startup method. You start with minimal capital, get early feedback from customers because of the door-to-door method, and can test out your hypothesis and price range very quickly. Another business idea that made the final cut was a school tutoring business. Since school is difficult for most people, the market for this type of business will always be there. We will hire qualified college students and professionals to help out any grade, so elementary, middle school, high school, even some college students if they need it. One of the articles that came from this was Paul Graham for how to get startup ideas. He states that the best ideas come from real personal problems. The process of finding this idea was through personal experience from us in the group. Most of us have had a tutor before and needed that tutor in order to get good grades. Like Paul said in his article, you know from personal experience how important tutors are, which is why we love this idea. 2 business ideas that failed to make the final cut for our group was a car detailing company and a laundry pickup and delivery service for college kids that live in dorms. The reason that these 2 ideas did not make the cut was because of 1, a small target audience. With the laundry pickup and delivery service, you're only going for college kids that are living in dorms, and maybe they don't even need you to do that for them because they already can do their own laundry. And second, the high competition along with expensive equipment for car services. If you want your car service to bring in the most money, you're going to have to go after people that have really expensive cars, and that's going to make it so you have to buy expensive equipment to make them satisfied. What I learned from this process was finding business ideas can be very difficult because of all the different aspects that go into it, all the market trends and industries that are very difficult to get into. Starting a company that allows you to test your hypothesis as quickly as possible is an important asset, along with that company having little to no upfront costs. So even if you fail, which is 90% likely, you will not be blowing a bunch of money.
As you can see, after reviewing the course material, we came to the conclusion that we needed a business that was not only innovative, but had the clear pathway to develop investments. Thank you for watching our presentation.